All right, positive energy, positive energy. Yeah, you're right. He does say a lot of religious. He talks a lot about religion. I've been seeing some of his live streams or wherever he's been talking at. I don't know if it was YouTube or Instagram, but yeah, it's he talks a lot about religion. All right, y'all, rep your cities, rep your cities. You know how we do. Everybody on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I'm representing Chicago, Illinois. There's been people saying everything about Jaden. He was basically kicked off the Chicago Bulls, but they're still going to give him $10 million. $10 million is a lot of money if he cuts down some of the way he's probably living and live a more middle class life. He'll be fine. 10 million. But we're going to talk about it. People have mixed emotions about it. What do you all think? You all think he should have been kicked out of the NBA for what he said about the LGBTQ lifestyle? He said that the NBA is practicing wickedness. He said. What you all think about that? Good to see you. We got Greensboro in the building. What you all think about that? He said he ain't said nothing too crazy. I hear you. He ain't said nothing too crazy. He just doesn't like being. He doesn't like having to be affiliated with that. You think that's why Detroit let him go? Interesting. Some people saying he's getting a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's like mental. He should not have been kicked out of the NBA for speaking the truth. You know how truth is. I don't think he was speaking the truth. I wouldn't call it the truth. I would say it was his opinion. He said the NBA is practicing wickedness. That's not the truth. That's an opinion. The truth is, Chicago is a city. That medication he's taking after his major injury, it might be. Oh, okay. Yeah, Detroit let him go because he wasn't good. He didn't pan out. Oh, okay. You already know, Tony. You already know. My opinion on it is I don't think he understands what he said. I don't think he understands what he's saying. when it comes to the LGBTQ people. I don't I don't think he knows what he's saying because he says it's wickedness. He says this and that, but I just think he don't understand what he's saying. See, a lot of times, like even myself, we have these different belief systems, but these belief systems, we have to be very careful with these belief systems because sometimes it can crisscross into other things. He's probably going through something. He's probably going through something. He's probably going through something. Yeah, he could have seen something he wasn't to see. It could be a lot of things, but there's a couple of main things I want to point out that I feel he don't really know about. That's what I think. I don't think he understands what's going on. To be honest, I don't want to. Just to me, it just seems like he doesn't. I don't think he knows what he did. That's what I think. I don't think he knows. Yeah, it's definitely being pushed. I don't like. Yeah, you 100% correct, Quaver. I'm trying to get some other people's takes. Come on in, let us know what you think before I start spewing my stuff. before I before I blow up the spot. Yeah, think I think they would have figured out a way to work with him, but I think I think the LGBTQ movement is very unforgiving. I think sometimes they go too far, but they're not. I don't believe they're behind this. I don't believe they straight up have anything to do with them letting him go. So I don't think that. So let's get to it. Where he made his mistake is the NBA is a business, right? That's where his mistake is at. He wasn't really thinking about business. He felt the NBA was doing all this LGBTQ stuff. He felt like they was kind of forcing him to support it, But what he doesn't understand is the business. He doesn't realize that he can't be against something that's already there. There's lots of gay people at the game. Bro, you play basketball for gay people. What are we doing? Now, I know a lot of y'all don't live in Chicago. He made some mistakes that he didn't know. Two or three mistakes piled right on top of each other. He has no idea what I'm saying. If he was to watch this, he would be in total shock. The first thing is the main reason he can't say nothing anti LGBTQ. Voila. Bruh, it's too late for all that. You know how many lesbians play in the WNBA? What are you saying? Bruh, what? What are you saying? It's business. And it's the type of business where it's automatically all inclusive. So you dissing the fans. Now, why did this come up? Why? Why is that coming up? Why is it so strong for him and not other teams? I'll tell you why. Because he's in Chicago. And he doesn't understand that the weather's getting warm now. And Chicago is one of the biggest LGBTQ cities as far as business in the country. This is the north side, Boys Town. And when it gets to April, they begin to hype up for the big LGBTQ festivals in Chicago. They have a big one downtown at Grant Park. And so he said that while they're gearing up for the big LGBTQ shinemadig, you know, they about it's big, it's big, it's big. People come from all over to Chicago to that. It's huge. It used to only be on down there on Broadway, but now it's in Grant Park too. So they have part in Broadway and they have a part. They have one down here, and then they have one in Grant Park for like 2 days downtown. So he doesn't understand. Plus, everybody comes to the game. So he just made he didn't understand. You know, bro, the customers are already gay. It's already a bunch of gay fans. And he was talking about it like it's something growing. It's already full grown. That's where he made his mistake at. It's already long gone. Oh, that's good, brother. Salute. You're doing good, man. Keep it up. So, Yeah, they say his wife left him for that. No, she wouldn't have left like that. There was already something there. There's something going on with him too. Now there's something going on. I've been watching him reading. I've been watching him talking, and he's having some type of mental situation too. On top of that, he's having some type of mental situation. And so that's why I'm talking about this like this, because what a lot of people don't understand is it's not about them letting him go. It's about them retaining their gay fan base. You see what I'm saying? So it's like because of their fan base, they can't they can't give him a pass because the fan base is not going to give him no pass. None. And that's a lot of money. And the NBA is funding the WNBA. And you know those women ain't straight. It's not all straight women over there. The WNBA is probably more LGBTQ than the NBA. I would imagine. I hope that ain't no stereotype. Maybe that might be a stereotype, but I don't know. It's just business. He said something that's bad for business and they had to clean it up. It really wasn't about him. It wasn't about him. It was that, oh my God, dude. Oh y'all, he didn't mean nothing. Come back, like that. It's like, okay, you gotta go. Go, just leave, just go. That's basically what happened. He doesn't understand. It's business. That area, since they gentrified that area, you know how many gay people probably live over there? There's a lot of gay people lived in these get gentrified areas in these big cities. A lot of them. A lot of the big executives that run the team and stuff is gay. He just don't know it. He just don't know how. He just don't know how many people is gay. That's where he made his mistake, bro. You can't say that. You can't say that because it's tied with business now. I know he's thinking this, he says there's a lot of unrighteousness. I understand what you're saying, but it's already tied with business. The people is already gay. So nothing you or the Bible can do about that. But this business now, it's business. You're messing up the money. And the NBA is worse as it's ever been. They can't afford to lose no more people. The NBA is doing so bad. The NBA is flopping because of the 3-point shot. The 3-point shot ruined the NBA. Nobody gonna go watch you run up and down and just launch threes. Who gonna watch that? The NBA is trash. Who's going? So they're already struggling. They're trying to get some fans to come back. They're pouring money into the WNBA that they ain't never getting back. They can't seem to save the WNBA. It's failing. It's failing every year. It's failing. Now the NBA is failing. And here you go say this. Dude, boy, I know they was like, get his ass out of here. Not because of the LGBTQ stuff, because the money. It was all because of the money. It's like, dude, we are already struggling bad. We're hemorrhaging over here with the WNBA. The NBA is down, way down, down. They're losing so much money. Nobody cares about the NBA. The only sport that's doing anything is football. Soccer, but that's international. That ain't American. As far as American sports, football's the only one doing anything. Baseball ain't doing nothing because Americans don't play baseball no more because Americans don't have no children to play baseball. You ain't having no babies. How you gonna have a baseball team? Where you gonna find 9 kids at? You ain't got no kids. So when you ain't got no kids, that's another thing. I could do a whole live on that. I do not think that black people in America understand not having no children, how broke you gonna be. They talking about they thinking they don't know have no children to get some money. I'm like, no, it's the opposite. If you don't have no children, you're going to go flat as broke. Broke. You won't have you don't have no economy. If you don't have no children, you don't have no economy. Who gonna spend the money? Where you gonna get money from? Children are people. If you don't have no children, you don't have no people. When you barely have any people and barely any people grow up, what kind of economy is that gonna be? Well, you didn't have no babies, so now you don't have no adults. No babies, no adults, no adults, no money. Duh. If you look around the United States right now, the restaurants, everything empty. You know why? Because this younger generation is stupid. They didn't have no babies. If you don't got no babies, where you going to get adults from? Adults are big babies. Did y'all know that? Duh. So if you don't have any babies, you're going to go broke. Babies grow up to be customers. Babies are customers when they're babies. You got to buy stuff. You know how much trillions and trillions of dollars we losing because the young generation don't want to have no babies? Unbelievable. What a mess. And that's where he made his mistake. He ran to waste some money. They're like, dude, I could have, boy, I know the NBA was like, dude, they don't care nothing about what he was saying. They would care about who he was running away. If in their eyes, those are customers. That's all they know. You running away customers. You can't say no anti-black stuff, no anti-white, no anti-gay, no you can't say no customers. And customers, all them is customers. They don't want you running around away no specific group of customers. He done went up there and called them people wickedness, said they doing wickedness. And you think they're going to come watch you play? And you did it in Chicago when it's finna be spring and it's finna be Gay Pride Month. Bro. What make him think they ain't gonna have gay pride stuff at the stadium, Gay Pride Month, just June? He don't know, he doesn't understand. Where is he from? Bro, you don't understand June is Gay Pride Month, and Gay Pride Month is Gay Pride Month. And if it's Gay Pride Month outside, it's gonna be Gay Pride Month in the stadium, bro. It's gonna be Gay Pride Month in there. What part of that you don't understand? He said he don't want to be, they trying to push unrighteousness. They trying to push unrighteousness. Where the hell you been? ALZ. He said they tried. Bruh, it's too late. What? What are you talking about, bro? What? He said and righteousness been knocked down a whole lot. What is he talking about? So he definitely kind of losing his mind or something, because I'm like, dude, did you go to college? How many gay people was there? He act like he ain't been around no gay people. That's why I was confused. I'm like, bro, everything gay already. What are you talking about? It's gay stuff everywhere. He trying like it's a 911. That's what blew my mind. I'm like, what is he talking about? Yeah, you got to go. Bye. I would have fired him quick. Yeah, I would have fired him. Yeah, bye. This is the NBA. This is not church, bro. You know what I'm saying? That fool think he had church. You know, crazy as hell. Why'd you say that for? What? What? You know what it sounded like me? To me, it's this is what he sounded like to me. And now that I'm here playing, all of a sudden there's wickedness everywhere. It's all this wickedness just popped up. That's what it sounded. That's what it sounded like. He sounded like all this wickedness all of a sudden, I believe this is all wickedness. Because bro, this stuff been here. So I'm wondering, well, what's the 911 now? So what's the nine? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to participate in wickedness. What's wickedness? Because I didn't know you were participating in no wickedness. So I want him to bro, give me a description of wickedness. Oh, no, you don't have to. I'll give it to you. Stuff you've been around, what you call wickedness, you've been around. I don't call it wickedness. I don't call it wickedness because I don't look at it as wickedness. I look at it as you doing whatever you're doing, and I ain't God, and that's that. I don't know what you're doing. I do this, you do that. That's what I look at it. If it's two gay people and they gay and they want to be gay and they being gay together, I don't really look at that as wickedness. I look at wickednesses if you force somebody to do something. To me, that's wickedness. To me. But people doing what they want to do on their own, if there's nobody losing their life over it or through it, then I don't know. I can't make no judgment on it. Because that's like I'm playing God. I don't know what, I don't really know what God be thinking like that. I don't know. Oh, I had to mature with that. I can't be speaking for God saying what God like and God don't like. God don't really talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? That's too judgmental for me. Especially when they just lump it all together. Now, if you doing something to children and forcing people, then that specifically would be wickedness. But two adult men hanging out doing whatever they do, I don't know if that's wickedness or not. I know that's just them doing what they do. It's only wickedness if they tie me up and tie me down and make me do something. But if they doing what they want to do on their own, I don't know. That's not my call. I really don't like playing God. If there's a God, and these godly people, they say it's a God, but then they always doing God's job. So if you always trying to do God's job, I don't believe you believe there's a God. Because if you believe there was a God and you believe something was wickedness, you would believe that God gonna take care of it, right? So why is you worried about it? Know what I'm saying? Unless it's a matter of life and death, or they, trying to do something to you, yeah. But other than that, some people doing something somewhere that you don't agree with, I just don't see where that's none of my business. I don't see why I can speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's not my job description to be trying to find out what two adults is doing. If you adults and you doing stuff as adults, I don't know. That's on y'all. To me, it's only wickedness if you forcing somebody else to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then some of this stuff they saying they don't like, ain't nobody standing up to stop it. But I just figured, like, bro, what you said that for? Like, it didn't make no sense for somebody in the NBA to be talking against certain things when that's all around them. You know, bro, you wasn't born yesterday. You're not 12 or 9. You're a grown man. All this stuff been out here. That's why I think it's some kind of maybe medication or something. Because why is he all up in arms about something that been going on all this time? I don't get it. What's the 911 now? How long you been playing in the NBA? You ain't said nothing all this time. So I understand he probably feel like I don't want to participate in what they making me do. He probably feel like they making him promote gay pride. But my thing is that if I was in that position, if they wanted me to put the rainbow and stuff on my shirt and all that, I wouldn't necessarily like that either. I wouldn't necessarily like that. But my thing is this: I wouldn't fight that battle by myself. If all these other players put it on and ain't saying nothing, what you want me to do? Because they say, well, you got to battle stuff. You got to battle if you could get some results from the battle. But if you just battle it and there's going to be no results, that's not really a good battle. Not really. You just wasting your time. But I can definitely see how it I could definitely see how they would be violating to make you wear any symbolism that go against your religion though. That's a lawsuit. If my religion is against homosexuality and I'm playing in NBA, you cannot force me to wear uh no rainbow. That's violation of my rights because I got the right to my religion, and my right to my religion trumps your right to make me wear that. That you'd win that in the court. You'd win that. They say you can't make him wear that though. That's against his religion. They can't make you wear that because they wouldn't be able to prove how that rainbow helps the NBA. They wouldn't be able to prove the benefit of that, and they wouldn't be able to prove how players that abstain from wearing it make some sense. If you could be gay and I got to accept you being gay, why can't you accept me not wearing gay stuff? That's the same, ain't it? Ain't that the same? Ain't the right to be gay the same as the right to not promote being a gay? Right? Because me not wearing it is not hating you. It's just saying I don't participate in that lifestyle. That's not hating you. What y'all think, right? That don't mean I hate y'all. It's just I don't participate in it. I don't want to participate in it. I can't make you participate in heterosexual stuff. Like, I don't know. I think that's a violation. If you have to wear that symbolism, And that symbolism is definitely promoting LGBTQ lifestyle. That's a violation of your rights. But that don't mean you hate them, though. See, that's not hate. That just means, you don't, just like Muslims don't eat pork. That don't mean they hate you because you eat it. They just don't eat it. They don't have straight day because the straights wasn't considered to be abused. So that's why they had stuff for blacks. That's why they have stuff for gays, because them the ones being abused. You're not gonna have no white day because whites ain't been persecuted by whites. Uh, Now it's not anything. You said anything, not anything, not anything. So let's say you don't want to wear your whole jersey, but you play for the NBA, for example. You say nobody should be forced to do something unless they want to. Let's say I got a kitchen and you don't want to wear your head net. No, you gotta wear it. So there are many cases where you have to do certain things, whether you want to or not. And when it comes to safety, you have to, like a hairnet, working in the kitchen, gloves, working in certain medical. You have to. You can't say, "Oh, I shouldn't have to wear gloves if I don't want to." No, you do definitely have to wear gloves. So in some cases, yeah, you're gonna have to do certain things, but in that case, I could see you not wanting to wear it on your jersey because there's no health reasons or nothing like that. But you can't speak against it. Not if you work for the NBA and that's how they make their money. You can't come and work for somebody that caters to gay people and then say you're anti-gay. At that point, you're a hypocrite because the NBA caters to gay people. So, you know what I'm saying? No, I wouldn't say Adam Silver pushed Pride Day. Pride Day been growing on its own. Pride Day been growing on its own. And in a big city like Chicago, it's gonna be Pride Month in June, period. And it's a good business move somewhat to it's tricky because you can run away to heterosexual men, but the NBA is struggling already. But I don't really think the NBA is supporting it because of the NBA. I believe they're supporting it because of the WNBA. I think what he said hurts the WNBA. That's why I said I believe he was saying stuff he ain't had no idea what he was saying. Cause there's nobody say nothing about being gay or nothing in the WNBA. They act like they don't see them out there. See what I'm saying? So like that's why I said Bronze. He said some stuff that's bad for business. He don't understand the business aspect of what's going on. He don't know the racials of the fans. You see what I'm saying, Bronze? I know what you're saying, but what if it's a whole bunch of gay people that come to the game? You messing up the bag. I give you an example. The Golden State Warriors. What y'all know about San Francisco? You know what I'm saying? He said some bad business. Yeah, he said something that hurt business. He didn't understand what he was saying. And he did it right before Gay Pride in Chicago, where Chicago got a big old gay pride movement, big. And they come to the games. And our WNBA is already hurting. The NBA is hurting. So I don't think he understood that the NBA is desperate, just looking for anybody to come to the game. That's what I get from it. I get that the NBA is struggling to get people in them seats. And they be willing to have a gay picnic in there if they can get somebody to come in them seats right now because it's hurting. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like the NBA ain't trying to push LGBTQ. The NBA trying to get anybody to come to the game. Anybody. But what a lot of people don't know is that gay people support the NBA heavy, like I said. Golden State. That whole, man, you know, that's gay people. I don't know if y'all know that. The Warriors, that's gay money. I'm telling you, the Golden State Warriors, yes, that's homosexual money, a lot of it. The Lakers, that's a lot of homosexual money. The Bulls, that's a lot of homosexual money. A lot. A lot. A lot of the people own the big businesses that work in there. It is just a lot of gay money. I'm saying that respectfully, letting you know that the LGBTQ people, they got a bag. They a financial powerhouse. Don't let nobody fool you. They make a lot of money. They in some high positions. In music, in Hollywood, in advertising, in fashion. So that's why it's like, it's a little phony. But dude, I ain't gonna say phony, but I'm saying he don't know what he's saying. It's like a dude talking crazy about the LGBTQ community, but you got on Louis Vuitton or Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I come by your house, you got Gucci, you got Louis, but you don't like gay people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not aware how much you're supporting it already. That's what's his problem. He don't understand. Bruh, that's already supported heavily already. That's already, brother, we already get in the bag with that. You understand? Bro, that's they did though. They definitely helped Obama get there, but I can't put that up there because people be lying on dudes saying he gay and all that. Do I think no, they got a bigger stadium. They had a bigger arena. They had a better place to play. More money. But I mean, a lot of these football players, I don't think y'all know what y'all's like. Sir, if you only knew, you just don't know. It's some really good NBA basketball players that ain't never been married. It's some dudes in the NBA been playing a long time. You ain't never seen them married and never seen them with a woman. Never. The only woman you see them with is kissing their mama in the stands. I'm just saying, everybody can look at certain them dudes and see they LGBTQ. If you look at them, you can see it. I was telling somebody about one person in particular. She said, "No." I said, "You a lady. You can't see. You can't see what I can see. You're blind, baby. You're blind to the facts." You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but it's some dudes that can hoop too. And you ain't never be with no woman. Ever. Some of them have been caught holding hands, and you hate to see his career maybe ended. You know, hey, if you're gonna mess up our money, you gotta go. He messing up the bag. He messed up. He was messing up the money. If he would have said that November, December, they might have been able to skate him through. But for him to say that and he played for Chicago and say like right now, the 1st of April, only people that's really moving around Chicago know what I'm saying. Boy, Chicago finna be super gay right now. It's LGBTQ all the way up. It's a few of them. He ain't the only one. It's a few of them. I know who you talk about, but it's a bunch of them though. It's a bunch of them. But that one in specific, I was thinking about. Yeah, that man ain't got never been with no. You don't never see a man with no lady. You can see what he is. So see, you can't say that stuff. So see, he went too far. He talk about uh, uh, they practicing evil, or what did he say? He used some word. It's like, oh, bro, what did you say all that for? I forgot the word he used. It'll come back to me. I said, dude, shut your damn mouth and just go shoot the ball. Wickedness, I think he said. They proposed to prove. I said, damn, dude, be quiet. Damn, dude, be quiet. But he didn't know no better. He didn't know. He let the religion mess your life up sometimes if you're not strong. He threw a shot, did he? What did he say? Yeah, religion will mess your life up. Yeah, I didn't see him throw the shot at Curry. Yeah, I don't know. He messed the money up. For a lot of us, for a lot of us, now I'm 68. So we went through the transition when the whole gay thing was coming out the closet. It was hard for a lot of us to transition and deal with it. You know, it was a lot for us to adjust and deal with. That's just what it's gonna be. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I think a lot of times, I don't think society be fair to heterosexual men. I don't think they really be fair when in terms of I don't think they be fair in terms of what it's like for a man when it comes to LGBTQ men. and that practice is really hard for men to deal with. And they just be trying to blow that over. That's one thing that they try to blow over that I think. And and I've been saying the country should have been kept all of that type of activity, whether it's heterosexual or homosexual, away from the children. And I think putting certain things around the children, I think that whole thing's gonna blow up because when the wrong children happen, they're gonna blame the whole movement for that. So people in the LGBTQ movement, they should be make sure they tell it they should be pushing to stay away from the children. Don't push that ideology on the children. Wait till they grow up, because we don't want them to learn nothing heterosexual or homosexual at that age. But the heterosexuals blew that. They the ones start put sex in the school. It was the heterosexuals put that stuff in the school back when I was in school. Talking about sex education and all that. They shouldn't have put that in the school. The kids can barely read and can barely do math. What the hell they need to know about uh, relations? That was a bad move right there. Yeah, that was bad. So when it gets to you promoting it to the children and all that, that's what's gonna send everything back to the Stone Ages. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work. But I don't believe Jaden knew what. I don't believe he understood the finances. I think he started reading the Bible, getting into the scriptures, and two things that mess you up: Satanism and Christianity, religion, any religion. Those are very dangerous things. Unless if you have any type of mental weakness at all, that's gonna just ruin you. Because there's too much room for misinterpretation. Yeah. The married couple had separate beds. Fred Flintstone separate beds. When I grew up, you never seen your dad in his boxers or his underwear. You never see your mom. If she wake up out the bed, she's always got a robe on. You never seen that. When I was growing up, you never seen couples kiss. You know that, right? When I was growing up, you never seen a man and a woman kiss. Not in front of no children. Every time you see your mother and father, they was always mommy and daddy. They wasn't like they was a couple. You never really realized they was a couple. Most of the time, by the time you realize mommy and daddy's a couple, you in high school. As you start getting in high school and older, then they start being more like a couple because you finna leave. But while they raising you, you didn't really understand them as a couple. You just understood them as mama and daddy. I be like that with my women. I don't be grabbing on them, touching them. I don't do none of that in front of the children. Whatever we do, we go in the room. We got a lock on the door. So the 3-year-old don't bust in on you. Religion, religion is bad because you can get misinterpretations, G-Ra. You could get misinterpretations and it could start. It's just, it's a lot of people can't handle that. Religion can't handle it. It takes a lot to learn how to, when you start reading those books and stuff, it takes a lot to learn how to handle yourself religiously. because it can make you become very overbearing. It can make you become very obsessive. It could start triggering all type of mental. It can make you become extremely judgmental to others because they don't do what you're doing. Everybody going to hell, all that. It could also make you have split personality where you talking God and you sinning, you saying one thing here and in the dark you worst it, It can make you have like a evil twin syndrome. It's very dangerous, but it's definitely something that shouldn't be around little children. So when he came and said they was practicing, I forgot the word he said, practicing, he didn't say evil, he said something like that. I said, bro, what did you say that for? Do I think it will backfire? No, I don't believe it will backfire because they already broke. So it can't flop if you're already flopping. They already flopped. They already flopping. That's why they doing all that. Yeah, he's called it unrighteousness. Yeah, he called it unrighteousness. It could be the nail in the coffin. Not really. Not really. The nail in the coffin is the 3-point shot. The NBA got to get rid of the 3-point shot. The 3-point shot got to go. Unless the coaches could coach it out of more. But with the 3-point shot, the NBA is done. Nobody's gonna watch you run back and forth and shoot threes. 2 years ago, what they scored 400 points in an All-Star game. Who's gonna go see that? And then as far as bringing LGBT to the game, that's the fans. So whose fault is that? They already at the game. They add 2 more teams, ain't gonna make no difference. Nobody going to see it. Nobody going to see that. Once you got to get rid of that stupid Euro step, that's travel. And once you don't have no inside game, it's trash. That's why a lot of us we don't like LeBron James. LeBron James is garbage to us. To me, LeBron James is straight garbage. He just got them numbers because there ain't no defense and they just launching the ball. But to me, he ain't that good to me. He wouldn't have been shit back in the day. He wouldn't have been nothing. He don't got no inside game. He wouldn't have got no points. Every time it's tight, he got inside game. He throw the ball away. He travel. He looked messed up when he got to play real ball. He looked whack as hell. But if he could stand out there and then launch threes, pass the ball back till he get open the launch three, then he looked great. I mean, Braun way down. He just up there because the game is over. That's the only reason he's up there. That's the only reason he's so great because the game has been trash for years. Traveling, Euro step, launching threes, a big old dude like that, no inside game. It's just horrible. I ain't watched basketball in years. I ain't watching that. I can't believe dudes watch it. Well, I could believe they watch it because they can't play. Not allegedly. They're gonna give it. Yeah. He gonna get his 10 million. They gotta get rid of the three. As long as they got the three, the NBA is over. As long as they got the three, that's lazy ball. Think about it. All the excitement in the NBA was getting to the hole. That's the whole game. Once you take away getting to the hole, it's not basketball no more. You can't name me no great players except LeBron. That's why I say he's not great. You can't you can't name me no great players that can't get to the hole. The Steph Curry could get to the hole. He got that. He got that teardrop shot. He got some shots. But you can't name me no great player that can't get to the hole on their own. If you go all the way back, once you take that away, then you got to run different play. The plays ain't no good. KD could get to the hole. He just don't have to. They made the players lazy. They made them lazy. They don't have to. And then since they don't have to go to the hole, I don't got to play no defense. One time I watched the game, there's the two guys on the outside, right? And they ran down, then they ran back, then they ran down, then they ran back, then they ran down, and the three went in. But they got the two, I guess, forwards. The big men, they just running back and forth for nothing. That's why the big men, I know if I was a big man, I wouldn't want to play right now. That's why you notice no big men and superstars because they launching all them threes. Ain't no inside game. Ain't no inside game. Anybody could be MVP three now. MVP. There's no inside game. So you don't have no superstar big men. You don't have no center because there's no inside game. Now they got some whole bunch of real skinny guys. 7'7" skinny guys shoot threes. After the dude said a stick man. They got these real light skin, these real skinny guys. There's two of them. Yeah, he sucks. So Wembley, he's trash. He wouldn't get no points in no real basketball game. He good in that whatever they call that. But if he had to play against Bob Lanier and them and Shaq and them, he wouldn't get nothing. If he had to play against Elijah Wan and all them, man, that boy would get beat up. Them dudes is trash. I don't watch it. I don't watch it. You'd have to pay me to watch basketball. Ain't no way I watch that shit. That's the worst. Man, it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. I don't see how anybody like it. Yeah, I say I like it because they can't play. Yeah, that's why they can't play. It's horrible. I don't know how anybody watches it. Football is still close to the original. It's close. But basketball, I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's absolute. So, dude said stuff at the wrong time. I think everybody out there is trash except some of the guards, some of the small forwards. Yeah, the NBA is just trash. It's trash. Yeah, Joe Kidd, he's trash. Just a big old dude just shooting long jump shots. Yeah, he's garbage. He couldn't have played. He couldn't have played. He couldn't have played. Yeah, Joe Kidd. Yeah, he's trash. All of them is trash. They couldn't have played. They've changed the whole league over, so that's why they look good. You put them in a league, an older league, they not getting nothing. He not doing none of that. He not getting none of that. Man, he wouldn't get no points. And they'll get ripped more. Y'all ever, I don't know if anybody, y'all notice the steals is way down. Man, them guys would have took them balls from them. And ain't no way no big old 7 foot dude would have been dribbling no ball like that. He would have got clipped. Allen Iverson and them would have took that from real. Give me that. Give me this. Dwayne Wade and them would have took. They would have took that ball from you. You would have went to bounce that ball and looked up, and they would have been down there doing a layup. They got some big old dudes dribbling the ball. The ball bouncing way up like this. Yeah, I don't watch it. It's garbage. I don't care who in there. It's garbage. The whole thing is garbage. They mess the game up. I got better things to do with my time than watch that. It's horrible. And nobody in the stands could play. Back when we used to go, the stands could play too. That's a whole bunch of popcorn, 2 liter drinkers in the stands. You're like, what the hell is this? It's a trip, man. It's crazy. It ain't even no hoopers at the game. I'm 68 years old. I'll take so many people's money. And then listen, and then it wouldn't even be safe to play their money because one thing they can do, hack. It's the hackiest group. And I don't play ball no more because these ball players is nothing but hacks. They can't play, but they just hack. You'll get hurt playing now. All they know how to do is foul. It's like they got no, I don't know, no grace, no movements. I wouldn't play. You must try to get yourself hurt playing nowadays with that. They play hack a shack. They price the regular fan out the game. Probably. I don't know. I ain't going anywhere. I don't even like sports, period, really. Once I see sports is brought to me by drink champs, I already know. Gangsters know. I ain't saying I'm no gangster, but I could be. I know gangster stuff. Once the sport is brought to me by gambling, man, it's over with, okay? How the hell is a boxing and sports brought to you by the mob? They like, this game is brought to you by the mob. Place your bets. And even if you beat Tank up, we're not gonna let him lose. Y'all see that fight where Tank got beat up and they let him get out of there? Talking about some oil was in his eyes because it was brought to you by drink champs. You know what I'm saying? The money, they weren't gonna lose their money. It's crazy. It's a bad movie. This is like a bad movie. It's like they fed everybody a bunch of meat and cheese and alcohol and stuff, dumbed the whole population down. And then they just running plays. to the point it's a big old giant named LeBron James. He just always, every time you see LeBron, he at the top of the key on the right side. What the kind of basketball is this? Big old dude like that, standing at the top of the key. It looked normal to the new people too. To the new younger people, that looked normal. But to the old people play basketball, seeing LeBron James out by the 3-point line dribbling, that looked crazy. Like what? Bro, get a guard the ball. Take your big ass under the basket. Your big goofy ass. Why is your big ass out there dribbling? It's just big for nothing. And then play 1,000 years so you can win, had the most score. I scored the most. I played till I was 50 and always had the ball. You know what I'm saying? Bro, your stats is fake. Yeah, it costs some money to go see that trash. It ain't even good. It ain't even good. It ain't even good. It's a shame. But I hate to see that brother lose his lose his job saying something he didn't know what he was saying. That's that religion. So how'd you do at the game today? How was practice? Well, Jesus. Jesus. Got. He is. They got. You know what I'm saying? Religion. If you don't control religion, you become a person nobody likes. Well, I like playing basketball, but it's too much wickedness. There's too much wickedness. Bro, shut your ass up. He said too much wickedness. I said, bro, okay, get him out of here. Roll him up, get him out. That fool says too much wickedness. I said, bro. He act like it just wickedness just got here Thursday. Right? I was like, bro, all this stuff been here. That's why I didn't understand. Bro, what is you talking about? He said he's standing with God. He ain't doing no LGBTQ stuff. They said, all right, go home. Here's 10 million and don't look back. Don't come back. And what they'll do, they'll wait for him to mess up. Anything he do wrong in his life, he gonna be on the news. They hate him now. Ain't no wickedness came to that fool's doorstep. That boy just got into that religion. Religion is dangerous as hell. And there's a lot of religions that they don't tell you is religion. Because witchcraft is a religion. It's just dark. He got in that religion. You can see him. They got videos of him talking all this God stuff all the time. And nobody want to hear that, bro. Not like that. Well, you done got obsessed with that stuff. It almost sounded like something happened to him because he's like, at one time I was a sinner. Be give us more details. What was you sinning doing? So it sounded like something happened to him. I'll be honest with you. Sound like he had a bad experience. Because I watched some of his talking, I was like, somebody did something to him. He ain't able to shake it. That's what it sounded like to me. Because he mentioned something when he was a kid. Yeah, he had a bad experience and something. Now he messed up. He messed up. That's why I said earlier, They're not tripping on him. They didn't get rid of him because of him. That's why I was trying to tell everybody. The NBA didn't get rid of him because of him. The NBA got rid of him because of the fans. The fans don't like him no more. They wouldn't have had no problem with it. But them fans, they ain't coming. If they would have left him on the Bulls and none of the people that's gay or got that pushed that LG, none of them would have come to the game. Period. Period. Once he called them wickedness, I think he said. I'll be forgetting what he called. Once he said, let me see what he said. What he called theirs. He says too much wickedness, I think he said. They ain't coming, bro. You said they was wicked. They not coming. Unrighteousness. Unrighteousness. I know assumptionness, wickedness, righteousness. Once he said they unrighteousness, they not coming. The NBA like, bro, we gotta get you out of here. They not coming if you here. They not coming if you they had to get them out of here. They had to get him out of here. Once he said there's too much unrighteousness, they're like, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. If you would have just you know what I'm saying, he ran away the money. That's all it's about. It's not about what he said. It's about who he said it at, where he at. He came to Chicago and said that the 1st of April. He don't know no better. It's LGBT all the way up, starting today. It's up. Now, April, May, and then June is Pride. And that 2 months, that's when they advertise. They advertise heavy for that. They're like, bro, how you going to play on the Bulls? How you going to play on the Bulls? You call the gay people unrighteous, and we got a whole gay area. Even the police station over there got a bunch of LGBTQ police officers work at the station right there on that Belmont station. I'm telling you, that whole area like that. I be down there all the time because I eat down there. The Chicago Diner down there, and there used to be another one down there. They had to leave, but they was down closer to by Wrigley. There's another one down there. They left, but they was over on Clark Street. This Halsted. Then you go over to Clark. You got Halsted, Clark, right there. And the other street. I can't, Broadway. Yeah, Halsted, Clark, and Broadway. Three big streets run right down, up and down, right there. And he said that. So he said that at the wrong time in the wrong city. He said the wrong thing. He said unrighteousness. He just said the wrong thing. Like I know they didn't want to let him go, but he just told a bunch of people don't come to the game. For those of y'all don't understand what happened, he ran people away from the game. They're not really tripping over him. They tripping over what he said. Ran people away. For real, a lot of money. And they got money invested in the NBA and the WNBA. And you know the WNBA got a lot of lesbians in there over there. So you can't say that, bro. He just basically said the WNBA got a bunch of unrighteousness. That's what he basically said, bro. Shut up. What you talking about? You messing up the money. What are you talking about? But he getting 10 million, but he don't look like he in the right mindset. And then, he got a lot to learn because his woman probably finna clean him out. They marry them athletes for the bag, and they just be waiting for you to drop the bag. And he just dropped the bag. She's like, oh, he said the wrong thing. They gotta give him 10 million. I better get it before he spend it. She finna file divorce now. She gonna make sure that a lot of that 10 million don't even go to him. They're gonna have to give her portion right off the top. And she gone bye-bye. If he ain't really smart and take care of his investment, he gonna be broke. And because he called that stuff unrighteousness, they gonna show it. Now they don't be understanding the business aspect. They don't be understanding the fans. They don't be understanding that they all co-workers. You can't get in there and fight the other basketball player on the other team, bro. Y'all co-workers. Y'all contracts say basketball, baseball, football. The contracts say that the owners got the right to determine the outcome of the game, of the event. They don't call it sports, and the contract is entertainment. That's not sports. In those contracts with baseball, basketball, and football, that's not, them contracts don't say sports, them contracts say entertainment. And them contracts say they have the right to determine the outcome of the entertainment, meaning they decide who wins. It's not real, that's not real competition. That one guy that told that right before the Super Bowl, that next Super Bowl, they found him unalive in the alley. That very next year's Super Bowl, they got rid of him. He told too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might be able to work for CBN. I don't know what he gonna do. But he messed up. They tried to save the money. He almost ran some money away. They look at him like, we don't got you here to talk about nothing but sports, dude. I got friends that get religious crazy like that, and you can't talk to them. They don't make no sense. They don't make no sense. With religion, a lot of stuff like Pan Africanism do that too. They're not slaves, they're entertainers. They're not slaves. They're not slaves, Troy, they're entertainers. They're not slaves. There's no such thing as $1 million slave. Slaves don't get paid nothing. Slaves work for free. So $1 million slave is an oxymoron. Because if they $1 million slaves, then everybody here is a slave. But then you'll be like a what, $15 an hour or $20 an hour slave. If that's the case, all of us are slaves. I mean, if that's the case. Because when you go to your job, you can't say shit at your job. You can't say nothing at your job either. You're going to get fired. You can't make the wrong statement at that job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they entertain. It's entertainment. It's there for the entertainment. And the outcome can be determined by the owners. It's in the contract. You can go look it up. You'll see that. You can look that up here on YouTube. It's considered entertainment, and the owners of these sports entertainment groups have the right to determine the outcome of the event, meaning they could decide who win and who lose. It's not real. Yeah, she was talking crazy, time shut up and dribble, but you shut up and do the news. She in the same position he is. See what I'm saying? She worked for some news company. He make more money from his company than she make from hers. So she just was stupid, just talking stupid. Yeah, you lose your job like that. But he didn't understand. He thinking in terms of, I don't want to be representing this. I look at it as wickedness, as unrighteousness. And y'all trying to make me represent LGBTQ. They looking at it like, you could have thought that, but you shouldn't have said that. You just ran away some customers. So that was the difference. They don't have no problem with what he said. They just didn't want him to say it. He shouldn't have said it to the customers. He told the customers, and they in business. They not in the business of deciding who gonna be the customer. They don't care if you gay or not. Come to the game. This is business. Like when I'm a businessman, I don't care if you gay. I ain't anti-gay. I'm a businessman. Come spend some money. That's how business go. But some religious people don't understand that. It doesn't. If it's something that people do that make them go to hell, it don't matter if you doing it. I'm hanging around with you. As long as I don't do it, I'm good. Don't matter if you doing it. A lot of people don't understand that. So he just got too caught up in religion and said the wrong thing. They didn't fire him because of what he said. They fired him because who he said it about, and he ran away to customers. This was only about money. This was not about what he said. This was about they got to get rid of you to let that clientele know, nah, y'all come to the game. He gone. Come to the game. Because there's two groups you do not want to play with. And that's the Jewish people and the LGBTQ. Because the LGBTQ gonna boycott you to the maximum. Yeah, he said it about a powerful community, and he said it in Chicago. He said it in Chicago where he said it in Chicago. Made a big mistake. He said that in Chicago, right before Gay Pride. Man, if he would have said that maybe 2, 3 months ago, they could have brushed it under the rug. They super gay right now in Chicago. They push the gay pride. They start pushing it. When they have them events, they advertise them events to the max. Because you got to understand, in Chicago, in terms of festivals and getting money, you got 3 months: June, July, August. So soon as winter's over and the rain and all that, they ready to push them festivals. They push at every festival. And the Pride Fest is one of the ones. They pushing that. That's money. To the point where they started out, they was just down here. Now they down there and they downtown. They downtown at Grant Park. Yes, a Pride Festival for 2 days. It be packed. I said I was gonna go to this one. I might go this year and video it. So I might go to this gay pride because I ain't never been to no gay stuff. You know what I'm saying? One of my friends, she a female. She's like, "What you mean you gonna go down there?" I said, "I be wanting to see stuff. I want to go down there live. I'm gonna go live if I go. I'm gonna go live so y'all can see." Yeah, I want to go live down there on down there in the boys' town at the gay thing. I ain't gonna go both days. I just want to go one day and go live and ask them some questions because I'm a heterosexual, so I'll be wanting to know. I'll be wanting to know stuff. I'm one of the few heterosexuals that be crazy enough to go down there and go live and ask them, "Come here, man. How long you been gay?" You know, and whatever questions I could think of. I ask them. I have some good questions to ask them though. But I ain't never been down there. I just want to see it. What might get wrapped around. No, I ain't tripping. No, I ain't tripping. They ain't gonna trip like that. Yeah, I ain't scared of gay people. They ain't gonna trip like that. I mean, that kind of stuff don't bother me though. Cause I'll be like, "Come here. All right, let me ask you some questions." Da 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 da. I still keep. I don't bother me. I'll be like, "I ain't gay. I ain't never did no gay stuff. But come here though. We cool. But you gotta understand, they don't play with black people like that. Not in Chicago. Y'all do know it's gonna be it's gonna be some black gay dudes. They come at night. I'll be gone for they come. But you do know it's be the black gays down there. Y'all think them white gays be playing with them black gays? I'm telling you, man. They ain't gonna. We have codes and language and structure, certain things. It's like the jungle. So it's a certain way. It's a certain words I can say, certain way I can talk. They already know. They already know. It's certain way. This Chicago. They can't trip here. Uh. No. But I ain't scared of them enough. But I be outside. I just tell, "Hey man, you doing too much. Calm down all that goofy shit." Now listen, let me ask you a question. Come here. How long you been gay? What do you mean how long I've been gay? I was born this way. How did you know? When did you know your ass was gay? That's why I want to go down there so y'all can see me. See, I really get out because people think I be lying. No, I don't be lying when I be outside. I'm really him. I will go down there and I won't have no problem. And they're going to love the shit out of me because they know I'm heterosexual. And then I'm going to be my same self. Because you know I'm going to be at them lesbians. I got to talk to them lesbians. Now, can you be converted? So I can't get you to flip back? Because I want to know. I'll be serious too. Is it possible for a heterosexual man to get you to flip back, or that's impossible? Because I don't know. I'm just asking these questions. I'm the only heterosexual here at the gay thing. I'm the only one. But she said yes, she can. If she say that I can't, then I'm just gonna keep asking questions. I'm gonna just keep asking questions. Oh, she can. Oh, I'm gonna just keep asking questions because I ain't gonna be interested in it. But I'll keep asking questions. I'm like, so you can. Oh, that's interesting. I might ask more questions about that. Give me some more details. But I just want to go down there because I've never been to one. As a heterosexual, that's something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna go down. I was gonna go last year, then I just didn't go. But I'm gonna go this year, and I'm gonna interview them because I'm gonna ask real questions. So I ain't be disrespectful. I'm gonna really ask what's going on, personal questions, all that. Show what it's like. Show how everybody acting. Everybody get to see. They gonna treat me like a king. They ain't gonna. They ain't gonna. They gonna be cool. I pull some balls when I go talk to the people throwing the event. I go interview the people run this shit. I mean, I know how to get the real good interviews. I just want to go down there because I ain't supposed to do that. I ain't supposed to go to that. But I've been wanting to go see what it's like because I'm real curious. They don't be doing nothing but dancing and playing music. That's it. Having bands on the stage, and dancers celebrating and dressed all up in all them colors and just be all dressed up coming out. In Chicago, we have a whole bunch of festivals and people just change clothes and go to different festivals. A lot of them same people would be at the Irish, be at the St. Patrick's. They just put the green on, go to St. Patrick's, put the rainbow on, go to the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Put on their other clothes, go to Lollapalooza. You know what I'm saying? But the only difference is it is going to be a bunch of gay people at that one. There's going to be a bunch of gay prostitutes out there and tricks. They're going to be there. And then the black ones, they be in bunches because it's white down there. So the black ones, they be in packs of five, five, five. And then everybody like to get out of there for nighttime because then the wild ones come and then they be up. They be up when it get dark. Now you understand they got bad behavior too. Some of them they with the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? They got criminals and everything. It's all kind of different gay people. They just like any other people. think last year, I think somebody got shot last year down there. People be getting poked, shot. I'm telling you, Chicago, wow. At that one down there on Broadway. Now the one downtown, I don't want to go to that one because that ain't the original one. We got the racists, yeah. There's some of them yeah, they racist, they just gay. They just regular people, but they gay. It's not like they're not gay people. They're regular people. Just when it comes to who they like and sex, they gay. But they regular people. They're not really gay people. Like we not really heterosexual people. We people, but we heterosexual. Yeah, I used to go and just be teasing them though. Trying to tease the ladies and shit. I was with two gay ladies in Hawaii though. They was gay. They weren't gay then, but they was gay. They was gay before then and after that, I think. But they was supposed to be gay. They was supposed to be gay as two ladies, but they wasn't gay then. It's like different people are different, so you can't go by no type of stereotype or nothing because they all a bunch of people. Some of them are being in the crowd and don't even really be anything. They do anything. You know what I'm saying? You got some people do anything. So what do you call those ones? But the outfits be crazy. That's the main thing. The outfits be crazy. Cause it was the year before last, I think. I had went to get some food. I was out with a friend. I said, let's go get some vegan food. But I forgot it was Gay Pride Day. But the event was kind of ending. But the food is right down the street. And they was all over the place. Like that was the year before last. Because that's when I said, dang, I'm coming next year. And then I didn't go to next year. I said, I'm coming next year. I got to. What made me want to come? You should have seen them outfits. Man, I was crying. Man, I was crying. They decent, but in that crowd, they got some of the tackiest people you ever seen in your life. I ain't saying the gay people tacky. I say they attract tacky gays. Man, I was crying. You should have seen some of them out, some of them, man. I was like, oh, I gotta come film this here. Look at this. Look at that. It was something to see. I ain't gonna lie. That's what made me want to go because they was down there by the. I had went to the Asian vegan restaurant down there. I was ordering my food and waiting on the car until my food to go back and get my food inside, and they was walking all up and down the street. I said, man, I need to come video. That's what made me want to come video. When I seen them, I said, look at this here. Boy, I got to get down in this here. I got to come film this here. But yeah, I don't judge them people. They do what they do. It don't bother me none. I don't care nothing about what adults do. Just leave the children out. Don't teach. I don't like teaching no type of sexuality to the children. None, heterosexual or gay. Not to the children. If you're not able to really raise a family or take care of a child, you shouldn't be having no type of sexual relations. To me, it's all you doing is putting them out there where they're gonna get an STD or something. They ain't smart enough to know what to do. I don't like that part. I don't like that part. We need to teach them. No, you don't. You need to teach them to get some good grades, make something out there. So, but I'm definitely gonna go. It's in June. I'm definitely gonna go down there this June. I'm gonna have some good questions because I'm gonna ask some questions from a heterosexual point of view. I'm gonna be like, listen, man, I'm heterosexual. Now I need to know. I'm gonna ask you something. Ain't nobody gonna know. I'm gonna ask them and see what they tell me. And then when it's a bunch of them, I could ask a bunch of them the same question and see the different answers I get. I used to work down there though when I was driving Uber. When I was driving Uber, that was one of the main drop offs from downtown there and back. Downtown there, I made a lot of money because it don't take me nothing but 2 minutes to hop on Lakeshore Drive and I'm back downtown. And the uh, the gay men I picked up was some of my best customers. They were some of the most friendliest people, just as regular people. They just was regular. You know, they gay, but they still just regular people. They were some of the friendliest. It was always a pleasure to pick them up because they was real friendly. They're very friendly, very funny, and outgoing. I picked up one with his mom and his daddy. His mom and his daddy was like in their 70s. And he looked like he was like maybe in his late 30s or early 40s. And I picked them up and I took them to an Ethiopian restaurant. Boy, he had me crying talking to his mom and them. No, you come to Chicago, you're gonna see some broke gay people. It's every type of gay you could dream of. Dope fiend gays, crook gays, struggling gays, gays with money. Every uh, every lifestyle they got them. They just regular people. That's why I want to do the interview so people can see that. Because most people might think that they get money. No, they be regular. They be gay and they work at the coffee shop. Facts. They work at the Greasy Spoon. A lot of them. A lot of them work at the pizza parlor. They ain't got no money. They be young people trying to find their way. They just be gay. But no, there is no particular type of gay. There's no particular type of uh, homosexual. They got every walk of life, from the big money to homeless. You got a bunch of them homeless too. You got a bunch of them that's addicts and homeless. Bunch of them. That's a fact. They just regular. That's why I wanted to do it so I could show people myself. Because when I go to that, you're gonna see them. You're gonna see a whole bunch of them there, and they every walk of life. They just regular. They got the same problems everybody else got. They just regular people. They just have sex different. They just have different sexual attractions. That's it. That's the only thing different. That's it. Other than that, they normal. All right, y'all. So that's what's up with that. I wish the best for bruh. I hope he don't have no serious mental issues, and I hope he don't mess his money up and all that. You know what I mean? Y'all stay strong.